Welcome everyone to another Gamereactor quick look video, and today we're bringing you a very special little cool gaming laptop from Lenovo, and we're of course talking about the Lenovo Y700. The Y series is one of Lenovo's more affordable gaming laptops, and it comes in a number of configurations, a 15.6 inch and a 17 inch, and the price range between 1,200 and 1,800 euros. So pretty good if the specs are in order. So let's take a look at what we have here. This is Lenovo i700 15 ISK, and it's a pretty cool little thing.
Yeah, it's a good looking machine. It's got the IPS display, which delivers a more vivid and lifelike color according to the
press release thing.
Yeah, the press release and stuff. But yeah, it really does actually.
It is a pretty cool, like, high standard display, and for it to find its way to a more affordable machine, I think, is a major sort of landslide in how we look at these technical aspects of the gaming laptops, I think.
Yeah.
So it's cool to have that on something that isn't, because just a few years back, this was a very, very expensive thing to put on a gaming laptop, especially. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. But what's even more cool, I think, is the inside. Now, remember that this particular model that we have here retails for about 1,500 euros in the expensive Nordic countries, because the VAT is so sky
it's
high.
Pretty high here. Yeah.
So about 1,500 euros if you're watching Danish prices, perhaps about 10,000, 11,000 Swedish or something like that. But it has a pretty cool, powerful mobile i7 CPU, which is a quad-core, one of the best quad-core ones out there, the 6700 HQ. And that comes with, staggering specs, I think, for the price. 16 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM, and I think, best of all, it comes with the NVIDIA GTX 960M. It is an M card, so it's pretty good, I think, for the money.
So, yeah, and also, again, if we took a look at it, it's got a nicely backlit keyboard, which can be switched off as well if... And also, there's also a numerical keyboard, which is nice. I mean, I do love a numerical keyboard myself. I do I prefer using that compared to the normal numbers. When it comes to
that's true.
So that's definitely something that I look at when I have to buy laptops, is that numerical keyboard. It's just that little extra that makes it...
And also, like, usually when... Like back in the day, or not too many years ago actually, when you paid a lot of money for a gaming laptop, you usually simply paid for the parts that was inside, which means that the outside, the exterior of the machine usually wasn't that sleek. It was a bit fiddly and pretty poorly designed most of the time. But I think,
just a basic shell,
Yeah, basically. So, but I think if we're taking a look at the machine right here, I think it looks rather sleek, and I mean, the weight comes in at about 2.5 kilograms, which I think is really, really cool. It's only slightly heavier than an older MacBook Pro, the one with the disk drive. So, and that's like a a studying computer that people are pretty used to out there having in their bags when they're carrying it to school or whatever. So it's not that big of a deal. So, and of course, like all the usual stuff, comes with a jack plug, 3 USB 3.0 ports, card reader, Ethernet connection, HDMI, all that stuff.
Another thing that makes it kind of stand out is its sound system.
Oh right, that's true.
It's got the JBL sound system in it, and it features, if you can even check it out, if you lift it up a bit, it has this little extra driver underneath. There you go.
Right.
Which
I didn't see that.
No. So, I mean, calling a driver that's only a few inches wide, it might a subwoofer might be a bit, more marketing speak. Yeah. But actually, it does a really good job. It's actually pretty impressive sound-wise. And even if you open it up again, you'll see the speakers. Maybe if you lift it up, they're quite hefty. The ones up here.
Oh yeah, and these are by JBL.
Yeah.
So it's a company that knows what they're doing, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's pretty cool.
So that's another thing that's always been a thing with laptops, is poor sound quality.
Oh yeah, that's true.
This time around, it actually looks like somebody has gone all in and making something.
And also, if I can just show you here, just because that these machines usually, as you said, are pretty thick and heavy. 2.5 kilograms and something that could easily fit in a bag. This is a 15.6 inch. You could also get it, as we said before, in a 17 inch. So it can get bigger if you want the bigger IPS panel. But I think for something that should be good for school and should be good for pretty hardcore gaming, this can run most bigger titles and at full range, I think, with all the stuff on Ultra. And I think that's pretty cool to have something that's this small and this powerful. And usually you would pay top dollar for that. But I maybe, you know, some people say, well, 1,500 euros is still very expensive, and it is. But compared, if you, what else you can get for 1,500 euros is like you can get a pretty okay MacBook Air, like or a Retina display MacBook Pro. But I mean, this is not ugly, and it's goddamn powerful. So I think they really have something cool on their hands there. Another
thing worth mentioning when we're talking about powerful laptops is the fact that the cooling system in this one.
Oh right,
it's actually pretty decent. I mean, it keeps it cool enough for it to actually be useful. It doesn't feel like it's gonna burn you if you touch the bottom of it.
Yeah. So it cools from the back. Yeah, but it has like it's pretty good at getting rid of the heat, I think.
Yeah.
At least that's what it says in the bulletin. But it looks like it's a pretty solid piece of equipment from back here.
Yeah.
I can perhaps show you.
Yeah, there you go.
It cools
it's got
from
a pretty,
out there.
Pretty big,
it's pretty big. It's a one cooler setup basically, but it is a pretty big one.
Yeah.
And I can't show this because it's not a really tight close-up, but it is a pretty powerful cooler that is back there. So you should be able to stay cool on top of all those hours of solid gaming. So
and also battery life is also something. Again, it is a laptop, of course, so you want to be able to move use it on the move. But again, there's always been limitations, especially the more powerful and the more battery drain it is. But I believe that we clocked it in around 5 hours.
5 hours, and that's also what they claim themselves.
Yeah. And but actually, I think by dimming the screen and maybe turning off some of the
backlit stuff as well,
and also the keyboard and everything.
Right,
You could squeeze another hour out of it without too much hassle.
So I mean, if you're coming off the sort of the more office-based laptops out there, then 6 hours may not sound all that much, but 6 hours of battery life powering this kind of tech inside it, I think is pretty good. It's not completely revolutionary in terms of in its field of competition and what the other manufacturers are doing, but I think it's pretty solid.
Yeah, and I mean, again, like 5-6 hours, it should be enough for a train ride.
Or having it on some of the hours at school and then coming home and
something. Yeah, exactly. You're not dependent on that power outlet the same way.
Usually, like if I speak from my own experience, you usually have your charger with you anyway, but it's not usual that you. I mean, even for a piece of gaming hardware, it usually sits in one place with the charger. Yeah. And then it's just nice that you can be able to take it downstairs or over to a friend and you can sit and do whatever for a couple of hours. But so I think that's fine.
Yeah. I mean, and again, summer's coming, maybe going outside, sitting in the garden a bit. Of course, sunlight's always going to be an issue there, so be sure to sit underneath that.
Of course, yeah.
No, but again, mobility with these kind of computers is always a great added thing, and 6 hours is pretty.
Yeah, I think that's pretty solid. Yeah. So again, this retails for about 1,500 euros. If you are watching from Southern Europe, it may be a better price. If you're watching from UK, it may be a better price because here the VAT is high. But there's also other models, like you can upgrade to a 17-inch screen. It's between 1,200 and 1,800 euros. So there is a bit of leeway there in terms of if you want to spec your machine up or you want to spec it down. Yeah. So this is out right now, and this is called the Lenovo Y700 15 ISK. So thank you for watching, and be sure to tune in for more quick looks on Lenovo products in the near future. See you.